Hey, Teddy. Yeah, it's your godfather, Scotty. Scotty's brain, anyway. We both made it to the end of the year. Basically, mostly. All right. Let's do this. You know the drill. It's Christmas, so it's time to check in, catch up. It's a 2020 time capsule. So here we go. 2020, year in review. Here's what happened in 2020. I am now gonna... What happened?
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 What happened? So is this just a thing now? You sliding into my godson's Christmas vid?
Let me put it like this. If ever there were a year where you just gotta shut up and take your medicine, it's 2020.
No, agreed. It's just, I don't know if it's like my imaginary girlfriend's place to just intrude on...
Intrude? You've barely let me show up in any videos all year.
Hey! Not in front of the kid.
Yeah, sorry, Teddy. Just a little domestic dispute. Statistically way more common over the last 9 months. No biggie.
Yeah, buddy. We've just been cooped up in your godfather's head all year, which itself has been cooped up in the same 100 square feet all year.
We did some traveling. From the kitchen to the bathroom.
We finished a ton of stuff on Netflix.
We lost all that weight from quarantine stress eating.
We learned so much about the deepest, darkest recesses of human misery. What happened?
Rona happened. 2020 happened. We dropped the ball on a deadly pandemic. Our therapists somehow aren't billing the White House directly. And I need a minute.
So everyone's a little on the edge of a knife right now. Doesn't take much to set us off. I know you're still pretty young, but kids are smart. Even you can probably tell. People are hurting and scared and angry. I included, but she's right. She hit the nail on the head. When you're looking back at this video someday, just know that's the headline here. The year of the coronavirus pandemic. Way I see it, some dude ate a bat and that somehow revealed and widened every single crack in, well, government, healthcare, education, law enforcement, society, America, the world, but like super especially America. Holy COVID, Batman. Not one word of this is making any sense to you, is it? You know what? Good. Fabulous. Savor that. That's a blessing. You're what, like 3 now? Hold on, I gotta Google something. Okay, yeah, I was right. You're young enough now that, more likely than not, your mind is eventually gonna just delete its 2020 cache files. There's gonna be some Christmas, not too far off from now, where your folks are gonna show you my annual video, something's gonna click in your noggin, and you're gonna realize, oh, I finally get most of what Scotty's saying to me. And by that time, you will have forgotten nearly all of 2020. The pain, the death, the isolation, gone. And I'm jealous, because man, the rest of us will never forget it. Everyone being humbled by something so crazy small, invisible to the naked eye, and yet it showed us how blind we were. Like, I don't even know what I was complaining about in last year's video, you know? I remember being really worked up about something. Google did a big old Silicon Valley and violated millions of kids' privacy rights, more or less because it felt like it. There was this $1 zillion settlement, and now a new revision to old FTC regulation kicking in next week has everyone freaking out. I'm freaking out. Thank you, I
got you, fam.
Yeah, not much came of that, huh?
Turns out we all had real things to worry about. Kind of put everything in perspective.
Gosh, what was that law even called? COPPA?
The only COPPAs I know are the ones who should be defunded.
Whoa, you are not indoctrinating the kid in the Christmas video.
You're indoctrinating, Teddy. You got political. You always do this. Just say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. That's all you gotta do. How was your year? Pause for interaction. That's awesome, buddy. Have you seen She-Ra and the Princesses of Power? That's a great kids show. You're a child, and I'm actually getting on your level for once. Why is that so impossibly hard for you?
I don't know. I don't know why I can't just put on some kid gloves and let things be okay for 2 seconds. Cause I don't know if I believe that anything is okay. Cause I'm hurting and scared and angry too.
Give me 2 seconds.
Why, what's up?
2 seconds! I know I can find it, it's just really cluttered back here.
All right. What am I looking at?
Well, you have to read it.
Right, sorry. It's a global spiritual perspective on human suffering. Wow, I forgot how did you get this?
Hello.
Right, same brain, sorry. All right, so freshman year of college, I took this philosophy of religion course, and I wrote an extremely rudimentary paper about how different world religions approach this really hard question. In essence, why do bad things happen to good people?
Remember the quote that made you want to write it?
Yeah, I do actually. Suffering, which is present under so many different forms in our human world, is also present in order to unleash love in the human person, that unselfish gift of one's I on behalf of other people, especially those who suffer. The world of human suffering unceasingly calls for, so to speak, another world, the world of human love. And in a certain sense, man owes to suffering that unselfish love that stirs in his heart and actions.
JP2?
Yeah, JP2. Look, I don't think everything the guy said was infallible, ironically. And besides, I got a B on the paper, so I don't know if that fully answers the question or not.
Who cares? You saw exactly this play out all year.
I saw some people being cool to each other, sure. It's not like I did much.
Well, that's just a theory.
Well, I'll be hecked. Yeah, the live stream.
No, the YouTube Originals presents the Game Theory $1 million challenge for St. Jude, brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a bunch of YouTubers got together on Giving Tuesday to raise $1 million for childhood cancer. But they raised $3 million. Some of that was me. I did the math. 0.0000016% of that was me. Most of the biggest donors were corporations. Some of the biggest stars seemed utterly thwarted by the COVID measures and the tech and the robot that literally threatened to lop off MatPat's forehead.
Scotty!
Sorry, I know. This was a good thing. A good way to end the year. A plainly, uncomplicatedly, emphatically good thing. And it really honestly caught me off guard. You know, need as a concept is thriving in 2020. We need so much from each other. But in that moment, we gave so much to each other. 3 times more than we were asked. This was the biggest charity stream Game Theory's ever done, and it happened this year. 2020, the bad year. That just blew my mind.
You know, when Teddy's older and he reads about 2020 in school and adults tell him stories about this year, he's gonna only hear the bad stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we can help. Listen, Teddy, whenever you see this, I want you to know that even if it was suffering that stirred hearts to action, that stream reminded me this was a good year for good. It's easy to lose sight of that. I know I do. And yet, America took to its streets to protest for racial justice.
In a pandemic even. And people voted and voted and voted like never before.
In a pandemic even! And nurses and frontline workers kept the country's lights on.
In a pandemic, baby! And science zoomed through that vaccine!
There was a panda born at the National Zoo.
We wore masks and saved lives!
Sometimes. And selfishly, I have some truly amazing friends. We didn't get to see much of each other this year. Not actual face to actual face, anyway. But that doesn't mean we're any less close now. If anything, we're helping each other through this. And I can't thank them enough for just being here for each other.
You know, that may be the one thing from last year's Christmas vid that you honestly nailed.
All the uncertainty in my life, we're all feeling it. It means community. It means we have a shot at helping each other, being here for each other. And if there's one thing human beings could afford to be less worse at in the 20s than we were in the teens, it's being here for each other. You know, you really gotta stop doing that.
Why would I?
Because I drew you with the tablet. You have the prop. You used it in this video. Just show a clip.
Bam, I am you, and I am here for you.
And I'm glad. Really, I'm lucky. It feels like folks wouldn't have to be this over-the-top cool to each other if folks were, you know, cooler to each other.
Scotty, no. Stop qualifying, stop second-guessing, stop spiraling, and tell me, yes or no. In 2020, we're human beings here for each other.
Yes. Basically. Mostly.
Oh my gosh, Scotty.
Forget what I said earlier. This is the headline. It was hard, but we helped each other. That's what happened. So, Teddy, what do you say? Let's you and I do this for the rest of our lives. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. She-Ra's a pretty great kids show. Probably a little old for you, but what else is new? I think that's everything on my end. How are things with you?
See you next year.